Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Friday, August the 29th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. I get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas out there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'll show you guys find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciated. Do you wonder why I have slightly more score than you? Take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current Season 21 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, saying that, this is the very last week for the current Season 21 Season Pass, because this coming Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025, will be a brand new update, as well as a brand new Season 22 Season Pass. So, if you do have any tickets remaining, I recommend using them, because your tickets do not get transferred over as tickets to the next season. What will happen is that will convert into gold bullion. Now, it's not one gold bullion per ticket. There's a little equation there that Bethesda uses, but again, if you do have any tickets remaining, they'll be changed into gold bullion for Season 22 Season Pass on the first day. All right, let's take a look here, Jim. Let's take a look here. Oh, and we do have the treasure hunter mole miners here in town, right up to Monday, September 1st, 2025. So I'll have a video at the very end of this one. And if it's a video I made last year, I show you some great locations. It's all time-stamped. I show you how you can craft your own treasure hunter mole miner pails. I did do a live stream. It was almost 2 hours long yesterday. You can check out that one as well. I just finished putting the timestamps in it. And we also kind of go over how to craft your own mole miner pails there as well. So you can check out that live stream video there as well. All right, let's take a look here, Jim. Go ahead and collect soap too. So I did make a video, I would say maybe about 6 or 7 months ago. It is all timestamped, show you some great locations where you can collect soap here in the game. Now, it's one of those things where we have like a weekly challenge where we have to collect 14 soap. Some people have been saying it's been taking them about 6 hours to collect the 14 soap, etc. And of course, if you collected all that soap, you go around on public servers, it can be very, very challenging, okay? So I recommend using that video that I made, and there will be a lot of server hopping involved, okay? So let's take a look at a couple of great locations for soap. Of course, ghouls. Ghouls are a good source of soap, all right? So you can go after some ghouls if you so wish. We have the upper lower parking lot just west of Vault 76 here. Lower section of Clarksburg going over the Clarksburg Shooting Club. You have the Eastern Regional Penitentiary, the roadways and the monorail system of Morgantown. Lots of ghouls in around there. Every block and a half, I'll have a patch of 4 to 6 ghouls. They're kind of laying on the ground. As you get closer to them, they'll kind of pop up. Probably about 4 or 5 down here in Alpine River Cabins. Level 50 DMV building, Charleston Capitol building. Down here in Lewisburg. Anywhere around the White Spring Greens, White Spring Golf Club. And again, then I'm not saying every ghoul will have soap on them, but you can get soap off of ghouls, okay? One of the most famous spots is the skeleton in the bathtub right about here. It is due south of New River Gorge Bridge East. Now, this is an unmarked location, but it's the most popular spot. There's 21 bars of soap there, but people are just accustomed of taking everything, okay? And again, you will have to server hop that location a couple of times. There's a red wheelbarrow. Say that 5 times fast. A wagon. Right here at Darling Sister's lab. In behind one of the buildings, there's a red wheelbarrow, and there's about 7 bars of soap in there as well. And that's where we went there this past Tuesday. We also went down here at the White Spring Mall. You can use the north entrance. It's also free fast travel. Go right down to the spa. Again, there's quite a bit of soap there as well. There's usually some soap in around the Fort Defiance area. Again, there's a bunch of ghouls, a bunch of bathrooms there as well. So there's a couple of great locations. The Garahan Estates, Barnwright Estates, some spots you can find. So there's quite a few bathrooms in there as well. So a couple of great locations for you guys. So Let's go to the skeleton in the bathtub here today, because just a few days ago, we went to Darling Sister's lab. We went down to the White Spring Mall, so they won't be there for me again today. So let's go over here. Again, server hopping is your friend. If you're brand spanking new to the game, you're probably not used to doing that in other games, but Fallout 76, you have to server hop, unfortunately. So right where you spawn in, it's right due south, as I mentioned, right by that pylon there, whatever you want to call it. All right, so let's go ahead here. Now, if you do come down this hill, I recommend you take your time, because you can easily kill yourself, especially if you don't have a jetpack to save you. Gonna land right on that thing. He's just like, whoa, what happened there? What's going on? Poor little rat stag. Alright, so there will be, usually there are some enemies in around here that pop in from time to time. Here's your skeleton in the bathtub, and again, it's just one of those things where you're going to have to server hop. And again, I only recommend taking what you need. You know, just be courteous to other players, okay? Alright, let's see what's next here, Jim. Go ahead, kill a Deathclaw 1. So, a couple great spots we can find Deathclaws here in the game. Right up here we have good old Deathclaw Island. There's only one Deathclaw here. They'll kind of pop up out of the nest. Now again, this one here can also be challenging if you're on public servers, because you can come here and it already be taken care of, right? Which means you'll have the server hop. So you actually spawn across the river here. Now this Deathclaw does not swim. So if you're lower level, you have mediocre weapons and armor, I recommend you go across, get a couple shots off on it, and then immediately cross the river, because it won't follow you. He's going to be running around here like a little maniac. But if you can get a couple shots out of him once in a while, kind of cripple his legs, that way there he's not running around as much. So again, that's just a nice little tip. If you are lower level, I recommend pretty much anything but a shotgun, because you'll be shooting from the other side of the, this section of the river here. So just to let you know there, okay? And of course, right over here, we do have the abandoned waste dump. There are 2 guaranteed Deathclaws here. And you actually come here very early on in game. Once you reach level 20, you start following the Overseer and the Wastelanders update. And I think my low level was here at level 24. So again, you can come here very early on in game, but there can be 3 Deathclaws here, but guaranteed 2 for sure. So we did Deathclaw Island just the other day. So let's go over here to the abandoned waste dump this time. Alright, so you just kind of go in here, hop over here, get a few rads, hop right inside this little cavern. And there's going to be one Deathclaw that's kind of roaming around, and the other guy will be inside sleeping. That's fine. All we need is one. So once when you're here, I like to kind of perch myself in a little area right up here. Oh, there's a Nuka-Cola Quantum here. Nice. I kind of perch myself right up here, and eventually what's going to happen, he's going to be coming around this corner, because one of them, as I mentioned, likes to wander around a little bit. All right. And he'll eventually come in here. Oh, there he is right there. And he has a hard time getting up here, so it's a nice little hidey hole. And again, just kind of aim for the head. There we go. Kill Deathclaw 1 for 1. Done. Just like that. One thing with the Deathclaws, don't forget your black titanium scrap and your loose gears. And the second one is right in there. See it kind of laying there. And again, always be aware, because sometimes there can be a third one in here. It doesn't happen very often, but it can happen, and it's a surprise. It is a huge surprise. Like, where did you come from? Yeah, this third one just comes out of nowhere. Alright, let's see what's next here. Cripple, Protectron, and Robobrain's arms too. Okay, so some great spot for some Protectrons and Robobrains here in the game. Let's take a look here. So we have the upper section of Clarksburg. Again, there's a variety of different type of robots up here. There will be at least half a dozen Protectrons. Usually a couple Protectrons in around Grafton, especially if you spawn in Grafton Day or Protest March. Bunch of Protectrons here in Arctos Farm. This is actually a pretty good spot. Right here in the Voltaic Agricultural Research Center. Now you will have to spawn in fertile soil, that event, but that one there is very easy to do. You just kind of fast travel to that area, and there should be 3 Protectrons there that show up for you. Right down here in Beckley and the Beckley Mine Exhibit. So the Beckley Mine Exhibit will have at least 2 Robobrains there, I would say 8 times out of 10. And you'll find some Protectrons roaming around Beckley itself. Sorry, right down here, Hawksbill Weather Station. There will be 4 Robobrains here, guaranteed. Both Robobrains and Protectrons here at Robco Research Center, inside and outside. And a bunch of Protectrons here in Sugar Grove. Just to name a couple of great spots there for you guys. Alright, so let's go to a location here that's fairly easy. Let's go down here to Beckley. There will be some other robots here, like Mr. Handy's around as well, but that's fine. Now, we're just not killing these guys. What are we doing to them? We are crippling their what? Crippling their arms too. So you can go ahead and free aim if you so wish. Definitely nothing wrong with that. If you have the right weapon, and if you have the VATS with concentrated fire, you can go left arm, right arm kind of deal. And then that way there, all you need is 1 robot, right? If you have a weapon that is 1 shot, 1 kill, you'll obviously need a couple, all right? Now, again, you can free aim if you so wish. There is a perk card that will help us out if you do use VATS. It'll be under Perception. It's called Concentrated Fire. Allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Now, if your Perception is 5 or higher, this card is pretty much obsolete, but if your Perception is 5 or lower, or sorry, lower than 5, you will need this perk card, all right? Now, a small daily like this, where it's just 2, you can just go ahead and free aim. If it's a weekly challenge where you have to cripple like 18 to 30, then using the VATS and that perk card really comes in handy. You can get it done a lot quicker. There should be a Protectron right around here. Oh, that's a Starbreaker Gutsy. There's our Protectron there. Alright, so let's go left arm and right arm. Just right arm there. Okay, so unfortunately 1 shot, 1 kill. Let's go this way here towards the, get up this roof. Oh, we just barely made her. Nice. There's our Robobrain there. Right arm. Nice. Now this other Starbreaker there, he has nothing to do with this area. He just happens to be here. Okay. Nice. Just like that. And it's usually just the 2 Robobrains that are here. I would say at least 8 times out of 10 these guys are here. Very rare. It's something else. Grab some stuff. That's one thing that's really great about these robots. They give you some great stuff. You can get some dog food on them. They have all kinds of biometric scanners. Those are good to get. Alright, nice. Another bad boy over there. Alright, let's see what's next here, Jim. Scrap pre-war money 5. Alright, so I do have a link in the video for locations of pre-war money. It is all timestamped. I made it last year in 2024, but it's still valid here today, just in case you're having some issues finding pre-war money here in the game. Now, cash registers are a good choice for pre-war money. However, they are really hit and miss, okay? They're not 100% guaranteed. A lot of times you'll just find nothing in them, okay? But one of the best spots for pre-war money is an event called Collision Course. So if you come here to Morgantown Airport, you run down the runway right to the quarantine zone. It is an event you can call in just by going to that area, okay? And at the very end of that event, there'll be a little cargo government aid drop. And inside the government aid drop will be anywhere from 99 to 101 pre-war money. It is pretty awesome. Now, you don't even have to do the event, okay? So if you go on public servers and you server hop this location, sometimes you can find the event already done, okay? Sometimes even twice or 3 times before you even got there. And again, if you go there and those government aid drops are already there, and you don't even have to complete the event. You can still open those government aid drops and collect all that pre-war money. There's usually a couple weapons, piece of armor, etc. in there, and that's what I usually suggest. I think the most I ever found there at one time was 3 government aid drops, and I just spawned to a random public server, didn't even do the event, and I opened up $3, so I ended up with like over 300 pre-war money just for showing up afterwards. Pretty awesome, eh? So that is a really good way. There's another event here in Morgantown, right about here. It is called Back on the Beat. The very last door that the robot opens up, it's a bank. There's all kinds of pre-war money just kind of sitting on a shelf, and there's probably about 4 or 5 safes. And that just leads me to the next thing. Any safe at any level here in the game, from level 0 to level 3, will always have pre-war money in it as well. All right, so that is another great way. If you do go after the nuclear key cards, you see the 3 large vertebrates following the little cargo bot around. If you down that guy, of course you have to use a pick lock to open it. You get a nuclear key card, but they're also usually anywhere from 12 to 24 pre-war money in there as well. So that's a great way to do it. I find wolves are a good source of pre-war money. So if you get on a server right up here by Tyler County Fairgrounds, you'll see an event called Leader of the Pack. Okay, and there'll be 3 packs of wolves. Again, wolves are surprisingly a good source of pre-war money. We also have automaker cabins. There's 6 wolves over here, as well as just north of Grafton. There's like a little lookout in an unmarked location. Again, usually about 5-6 wolves show up for that one there as well. Corpses, I'm not talking about the skeletons, but the human corpses. They usually have pre-war money on them as well. A couple great locations. There is a little dance floor here at Morgantown Airport, so let's pop in here. And there's probably about 4 or 5 corpses around. We're going to try the corpses way and see how it works out. Again, it is totally random. Sometimes they'll spawn in with pre-war money, but sometimes not. It's not guaranteed. Let's go in here. We'll take care of a couple scorch at the same time. Oh, yeah. Alright, so these corpses right here, so you got 3 pre-war money on them. This one here doesn't have anything. Pre-war money. Let's see. I think there's one more over here, I thought. Yeah, 1 pre-war money. Rad-X. Nice. Alright, good stuff. So I think we got enough pre-war money. There is 1 more corpse. He's over here. Right inside this green shipping container. He's got 2 pre-war money on there. Awesome. Awesome. Let's scrap up this pre-war money here. And as you can see here, we got 7. Just like that. There we go. Scrap pre-war money 5 for 5. Sweet. Huh! Nice. Alright, let's see what's next here. Played in Event 1. Alright, if you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. I made it about a year and a half ago or so. It's all timestamped, but there are about half a dozen events here in the game that you can spawn in yourself just by simply fast traveling to those areas. And Collision Course is one of those ones, as I mentioned up here at Morgantown Airport, right? And again, you can check out those videos. We all been on those servers. We see an event that we just don't want to do. Maybe we're lower level and we just want to do something really easy and such. Or sometimes we get on private servers and there's just no events going on at all. I've definitely been on some of those. Let's take a look here on this particular server and see what I have here on this private one, Dogwood Dive. It's usually always there. Free range, that's interesting. Drop connection. The free range one's going to take quite a while to do, especially by myself. This is here, Mole Rat, Horde, Ash Heap. Alright, cool. Let's do the, actually, you know what? Let's just spawn in Collision Course while we're here. Just so we can show you that government aid drop while we're here. So let's head down here. This will add a few minutes onto the video, but that's fine. Just in case if someone's never done it before. Here's our quarantine zone. So yeah, we just spawned in the event ourselves, Collision Course. I like to kind of get up here.
Attention all responders. This is a top priority message.
Now, I don't bother with that Scorched Beast because it's going to fly off in the distance. Don't even bother wasting a bullet on it. Just go for these Scorched here, okay? 1359. Nice. So there's going to be 5 waves here. It's one of those events, the more people you have, the more Scorched show up. But they usually come in from the hills. They come in from over here by this, but don't even waste any time on that Scorched Beast because it's going to fly off anyway. And, yeah, it's passive anyway. As funny as it sounds. That's so awesome. Alright, going to the third wave here. If you're by yourself, actually, this is not that bad to do. It's a good way to get some chems. It's a good way to get some ammo, caps. Weapons. Oh, I didn't see this guy here. I thought we got that guy. Maybe not. Kind of snuck down from the hill there, didn't he? As you see, that Scorched Beast is passive. He's not even bothering with us. He's going to be flying off in the distance here in a second. There he goes. Right on time, buds. 1571. Hot dog. Headshot City here. 1806. Wow. Wow. What a weapon. Come on out there, buddy. Be scared. Alright, there we go. Go around and click on your caps. So there's our cargo bot coming down. Now you have to wait for the cargo bot to drop the cargo, or you won't get credit for the event, okay? So while you're waiting for that thing to come and drop it, you can just go around and collect all your ammo. Collect all the other stuff here too, if you so wish. Lots of junk from these Scorched here. Lots. Look at all the junk. Lots of her. Pop over on this side here now. It's here for the ammo. There we go. And a better clipboard. Right, there he is there. He's really slow. Extremely slow. And again, as I said, you don't even have to complete this event. Just come here on public servers, and sometimes you'll see these cargo drops already here from other people completing the event. There we go, complete the event 1 for 1 that we spawned in ourselves. And again, even though you didn't even complete the event, you can still open these up to get that 100 pre-war money. And what you can even do for these challenges, put that 100 pre-war money in your stash box. Then that way there, every time this pops up, even if you scrap pre-war money, it produces cloth, right, for those daily challenges. Just put that 100 in your scrap box so it's not going to weigh anything. And that way there you have it. You can get that daily weekly challenges done, quick and easy, done. Done like last night's dinner. All right, let's see what's next here. All right, so we're going to do these two kind of at the same time. So in order to eat pre-war food, we get to collect pre-war food 5. So we have some pre-war food locations I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some camp resources here to show you here as well. So let's go after some pre-war food locations. One up here, toxic dried lake beds. Let's pop over here. It added a few extra minutes on during that event, but I still wanted to show you that pre-war money. Now you can, you know, fight those Mirelurks off there if you so wish. There's only about 6 of them. We're going to just kind of come up here. I want to head to that diner. And that diner there, you can't go inside of it. Make your way up this roof. Now again, if you don't need a jetpack to get up here. You just walk to this side here, and you just walk up this little tree trunk. There's a little ramp right here. You can get up here. You can walk along this side here. There's a bunch of pre-war food right up here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 pre-war food right here. Just perfect, just for what you need. Okay. Let's look at another spot for some pre-war food here that's very reliable down here in good old Flatwoods. Nice little hunting rifle up here most times as well. Looking for a hunting rifle. Hopefully we get there at some point. There we go. Doot. All right, so of course, there are many great locations there. There's sugar bombs. There's one sugar bomb on top of that church steeple. There's a box of sugar bombs, sometimes 2 on top of the red rocket, but you do need a jetpack to get up there. Talking about the tavern here, sometimes there's some items here on this pool table. You can also check out this cooler, like this pre-war gum. That's pre-war food there. The bubble gum, sorry. Pre-war gum. Bubble gum, which is considered pre-war food. We got a couple Nuka-Cola here too, which is nice. Right back here. Now you will need a level 1 pick lock or master infiltrator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 pre-war food right here. Pretty good spot. And sometimes there's the odd, canned dog food in here as well. So it's kind of good to kind of look around the cupboards here as well and take a look upstairs on the 2nd floor, but that's a really good spot there as well. Some other fairly decent spots is right here in Somersville. So on the south side of town, right about here, there's a diner. You'll see an ice cream cone on a sign. You go right inside the diner, go all the way to the end, and there's a little pantry back there with a bunch of shelving. It's a bunch of tin cans, aluminum cans. There's usually some pre-war food in there as well. And usually the retreat is not too bad for pre-war food. Tyler County Fairgrounds, pretty decent as well. Camden Park's pretty good. Right around the roller coaster area, where the Raider section is, so you can try there as well. Just name a couple of spots there, but I just still want to kind of show you a couple spots. I believe you can still buy pre-war food in form of boxes and such like that down here at the White Springs Mall. Use the north entrance. As long as you have the caps, just kind of go around to all the vendors, and you will get your hands on some pre-war food down there as well. All right, let's pop into our camp here. We'll take a look at some camp resources that will count as pre-war food. All right, let's head up here. All right, so we have these 2 candy machines right here. This red one is actually in the atomic shop right now. It's in a bundle with other things, but we got these 2 during the Season 11 scoreboard. And this red candy machine that's in the atomic shop is a very rare item to get. This came out during the Season 11 scoreboard, so if you're a returning player that played back then, you may have these available to you under your resource tab in your build menu. As you can see, both of them will collect 24 candy, and this candy will count as pre-war food. It counts as eat a cake pyre candy. Absolutely fantastic. Great little camp resources there. This guy right here, the cookie jar, he's also in the atomic shop as well. Again, if he's not collecting a mud cookie, he'll collect Fancy Lad snack cakes, funnel cake, which count as eat a cake pyre candy and pre-war food also. Nice little cookie jar there. Coffee maker. If you have a coffee maker, now this is just one of the many variations of it, but again, these are just reskins of the OG one that we got back in 2023. But again, canned coffee counts as pre-war food. All right. Last but not least, we have the popcorn machine. This is the OG one right here. Well, these are about 5 other variations of it, but of course they're all just reskins of this guy. Again, popcorn counts as pre-war food. Eat a cake pyre candy. Totally awesome. So the popcorn machine and these candy machines, 100% worth it. 100%. let's grab canned coffee here just to kind of show you how that counts. So you see all 4. Let's grab from our popcorn machine. Here we go. That pre-war food done. And we have 1 more left here. Eat pre-war food 5. So again, we just went through some great locations, show you some locations for pre-war food out and about in the wasteland. Show you some camp resources we have available to us for pre-war food. Let's go ahead here. We're going to go in our little grocery bag here. And let's eat a canned coffee. 1 for 5. Let's try the Nuka-Cola candy. So that's the one from the red candy machine. That's the one that's in the atomic shop right now. All right. The Nuka-Cola quantum candy from the blue-purple candy machine. Popcorn from the popcorn machine. I'm just kind of showing you how they count. Pre-war food. There we go. Nice. Pork and beans, sure. Even the Perk bubblegums. When you open up Perk card packs, you get Perk bubblegum for free. The Perk bubblegum, I recommend hanging on to it. It counts as chew bubblegum, eat a cake, pie, or candy in pre-war food. Something that we get for free in the game just by opening up a Perk card pack. All right, so again, you can save those Perk bubblegums. You can try other players' vendors as well. All that racket is coming from that guy? Wow. All right, I think we're done. We are, just like that guy's counting down the days to the next season 22. Oh, we have old Rover here. Huh? All right, weapon of the day there, Jimbo. What is it? It's his anti-armor hunting night vision lever action rifle. Plus 50% armor penetration, projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 100% faster movement speed while aiming, night vision, anti-armor, explosive nimble, hardened receiver, stabilized long barrel, aligned stock, long night vision scope suppressor, hunter lever action paint, 247 damage apparently, 45 ammo, and single fire. So again, lever action rifles do not have mods for the magazine, or in this type of weapons called a tube, okay? So if you want more than 5, you'll have to get your hands on the Western Spirit, which of course is a free weapon you can get by completing Most Wanted down at Nuka World on tour. I usually kind of mention that there, but well, the majority of lever action rifles only have 5 capacity. Perk cards, again, nothing real special here, guys. These are my perk cards here. The majority of them are under perception. It's the old rifleman kind of build. I don't know if we can even call it that anymore. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same. I'm very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Yeah, another one done. There you guys go. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew Andrew, Confoundedbridge, Waywarner, John DJ59, Picquerist, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson, FelixTheKat, Dan Ferreira, Benny Bunny, AJ Folz, A, and Aussie's one. There we go. Thank you so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.